POC Network here with another unboxing, this time once again coming from the company Anker. This is their Infini Soundbar. This is actually part of their Soundcore line of products underneath the Anker brand. And it's a soundbar. It's a 100-watt soundbar that's 2.1 channels, so it has built-in woofers, or little tiny woofers, Bluetooth capabilities, and so forth. But we're going to pop this open, we're going to see what it looks like on the inside, and then you're going to go to the website at pocnetwork.net. Well, we'll have the full review of this later on and let you know what we think. But let's take a look and see what it looks like. We've already sliced the top open here. We have a little box here. Inside this box, we have a power cable. We have an actual mounting bracket. We have some batteries. We have an AV cable, which is 3.5 millimeter to your typical left-right RCA. You have your remote right here, and that's it for accessories, it looks like. This is the soundbar. Nice size to it, kind of in your typical average for most TVs, pretty much covering the range between 40 to 55 inches. You actually have additional accessories here. You have a tiny little, by tiny I mean thin, optical cable. Have some instructions here. You have the wall mounting template to get you started on hanging it on the wall. You have a little card here that asks you if you're happy with their products, which Anker includes with every single one of their products. The additional documentation here offers some general instructions on how to use it. You have multiple different languages, and functionality of it should be pretty straightforward if you've ever used a soundbar before. The sides of the speakers are protected with little pieces of plastic to help protect it from scratches during shipment. And this is your soundbar. The front of the soundbar is right here, so the speaker itself rides flatter against the wall than it would if you were to mount it like that, like some of the soundbars on the market. So this one's actually, it looks like it's more so top firing, but really once you turn around this way, it's front facing and now front firing. You have your ported sub-release, looks like on this side, on both sides. And then of course your main coverage and speakers is running across the front. The backside of the unit offers all of your connections for inputs, and it has everything is layered inside of it here so that it can ride flat against the wall without any of the cables protruding out and causing any resistance, which is pretty cool. It's all the inputs are coming from the sides here. You have your input for the power cable here. You have a USB input, a 3.5 millimeter input, which is where this guy comes in, so you can hook up analog left-right devices into it. And you have a coaxial and optical digital input for surround. Or, well, in this case, digital, not so much surround, since it's a speaker bar. But it keeps everything inside, you know, like I said, so the speaker itself could ride flush against the wall. This is excellent. You have 2 screw points on the back, here and right here. And the bracket itself, which is a nice touch, because a lot of these don't really come with the mounting hardware, looks to be pretty straightforward, where it gives you 2 small little brackets that you screw to the wall using the 2 smaller, well, the only holes on each one, the 2 small holes on each one, which will match up to the positions of the screws on the back of the soundbar. You would then use the template to determine across the wall where to get it, you know, to eyeball it, and where these mounts should ride against the wall so that they will fit flush with the speaker come time to hook it on. You would then screw these onto the back, then it should slide directly right into the mounts, or at least the brackets, excuse me, quite easily. And that's it. So that would make mounting this pretty easy, especially since you have your cables tucked inside. You have a little opening, little gap here, so the cables can run down for power to get down to the power plug and or up to the TV. You could probably, your best bet would probably throw a kind of a tri-tap on behind the TV or something like that, run the power cables along with the optical or coaxial digital cable back to the TV, so that way you have less cables running down. Hit it with a tri-tap on the back of the TV, have one power cable coming down from the TV straight down to your plug, and you have a minimal footprint to worry about, making for a wonderful visual display for your setup. So there you have it. This is the Soundcore, again, line of products from Anker. This is the Infini Soundbar, I-N-F-I-N-I, and you can check them out today online on their website, as well as online retailers, and of course we'll have the full story at pocnetwork.net, where we're going to break this down. We're going to test it and see what we think about it and let you know. And the full story with links, of course, to the product itself. If you liked what you've seen, don't forget to subscribe below. There is a button down there to follow us, as we're always constantly coming out with new content just for you. And as always, we thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time. If you want to stay on top of all the latest and greatest, and or at least the gadgets we cover, remember to subscribe right here. Subscription button. Click it. You're going to want to. There's lots of videos, interviews, previews, all sorts of stuff. Button. Click it.